Hello, guys, how are you? I wish you are fine and everything is okay. Today, we will complete discussing some issues about the Chenoo. Let's start with the big question of the story. Is fear ever fun? What does it mean? I think that fear may include fun and entertainment. Throughout reading this part, you will find that this message is conveyed in mixing up the experience of riding the roller coaster while you are riding it. You will find that you are feeling some scared or frightened, and at the same time, you are excited. So you will feel a lot of enjoyment beside fear. There is also another example. It's like reading a scary story and feeling a little bit afraid while you are totally attracted and mentally connected to complete reading it. So, in the next page, guys, as for the story elements, we talked about the difference between a legend and a myth. We also tackled the inference and its usage in the story. So it's like discussing the Nalka. That Nalka is a hard working girl and she cares about her brothers, although this is not mentioned directly in the text. But we know it from the fact that she cleans the elk hide and heats the rocks for a sweet lunch. So, as for the meaning of the new words, guys, here we have clearing, inspect, proceed, and sibling. We talked about the meaning and we are going to re explain them again. Clearing, it means an open mass or area of land. Inspect, to check or examine something carefully. Proceed, to go forward or continue. Sibling, a brother or a sister. So you can answer this exercise alone after knowing the meaning of the words. Let's move to the next page and start our story, the Chenoo. And we said before that it's retold by Joseph and James Project. So in the first page, page 714, guys, there were a woman and her brothers traveled to Nolka to bring some furs and meat for the winter. The men used to go hunting and their sisters stays to take care of the camp alone, and she prepares also any game to be caught. And the third day, the two brothers discovered footprints for someone. They don't know who is this. They followed and inspected the track to know who is this. As you see, guys, in page 715, there are some footprints for someone, a person. It's like human feet, but we don't know who is this. So, in page 716, the men realized that the footprints are directed to the camp in which their sister stays. So she's in danger now. They are worried about her. While she was cleaning the elk and heating the lodge, she heard the strange sound of breaking the branches. She saw a huge Chenoo standing there. It has a large gray body, covered by thick hair and sticky sap of pine tree. It tries to grasp and catch Nolka by its bony fingers. Nolka thought that it was her grandfather and asked him, "Where have you been?" The Chenoo was wondering with a growl. So that how come a human being can talk with him in this way? He was also surprised to know that he has a granddaughter. So, what did you think, guys, about Nolka's behavior? Or why did she do that? In fact, she knows well that this is not her grandfather, but she says this for a purpose. As you know, she was alone in the lodge, and there is no place to hide or escape from this monster. This is why she decided to do this, as a kind of having a trick until her brother goes back and from hunting they will go back and save her from being eaten by this Chenoo. Then she invited him to get inside the lodge, and he actually entered, crawling in on its hands and knees. So, in the next page, guys, in page 717, the men returned and they were completely worried about their sister. When they saw her, they told her about the footprints that they saw in the clearing, in the mass or land area of the forest. And these footprints made them worried and confused about her, especially they were in the direction of the lodge. At that time, Nolka pointed her hand to her mouth, letting them to get inside the lodge, and said that our grandfather has finally arrived to the lodge. This made the two brothers so confused. Then the Chenoo asked them to bring him more rocks, as he was so happy and glad that this lodge contains a lot of piled rocks. So I think this is an explaining of our story, guys, containing the 2 pages provided in the weekly plan. I hope that you can read it once again and try to paraphrase it very well and try to summarize this story in your own way. With all my wishes, and see you in next videos to complete explaining this story, guys.